What's up, YouTube? It's just Brandy, and let's talk The Walking Dead. So, last night's episode, I don't remember what the name of it is um, off the top of my head, but last night's episode was the first time that I can say that I really noticed the different, that a different director directed this episode, because it was completely different. They did a thing where they kind of checked in with different characters. So it started off with Michonne, and it showed things, not necessarily from her perspective, but it was just more scenes from her. Like I don't feel like it was necessary for them to do Michonne, Rick, Negan, Enid. You know, they could have just had the episode without having those named titles in front of it, because it's no different from any other episode where they jump from scene to scene, from character to character. So I'm not sure what the significance of that was. Obviously it started with Michonne and Rick being at Carl's grave site, and Rick had the gun that Carl always had with the silencer on it, and he had put it on there, but then he changed his mind at the last minute and he decided to leave it. This was a big episode for Janice and the trash people, because it was so funny to me that she always did that whole crazy talk, but as soon as all her people died, she went back to talking regular. So it just showed that her whole persona, everything that she was an act, because it was also weird to me that after all of her people got shot by Negan's folks. I don't know if his name is, I don't think it's Steven. I forget what his name is, the guy that went and didn't follow Negan's orders. But Janice was in a white dress, and I'm like, you live in the trash. Where did you get this white dress? Why did she put that white dress on? She couldn't get out. She had no way to get out, and Rick left her trapped. And I feel like she didn't want to kill those people, because obviously she has some sort of connection and affection for those people, so she didn't want to hurt them. And it's always so weird to me that in this zombie apocalypse that people have so much opposition to killing the Walking Dead, who are their friends and family members. It's like they don't want to kill them. At the end of the day, they're never going to be their normal selves, and ultimately, they probably, if they had a choice, would not want to be walkers. They would want you to kill them. That's why Rick's group, they always make sure they never leave themselves as walkers. They always kill their people and bury them. And it was like she couldn't bring herself to do it. But then when she got into a situation where she was trapped, and the only thing that she could do and able to get out and escape was to grind up her people, which was so gruesome and gory and disgusting. But I mean, this is a world where it's survival of the fittest, and in order for her to survive, she had to get rid of that big herd of walkers, which happened to be her group. And luckily she had an easy way to do that by guiding them to that trash grinder and grinding them up. I mean, it was just so gory and so gross. Enid and gosh, I'm having such a hard time with character names right now. The other guy, when they went to the women's group to ask for their help, it's like you're beating a dead horse, because they do not want to fight. Everybody is so scared of Negan, and I think that they can't. What they should have did was convey the fact that we've hit them where it hurts. They're kind of down and out, and we just need, come help us because we're winning. Because that group is still so terrified of Negan and what they did to their men, because they came in and killed all of their men. So they just want no pieces and no parts of Negan. I mean, they've already came, they've took all their guns, they're sitting there with makeshift spears trying to survive, and you think that they're going to come help you. You don't even have guns to give them. I mean, I don't see how they're going to be able to convince that group to leave the safety of the beach and the woods to go fight with Negan when they really don't have anything to offer. We didn't get any updates from the kingdom or really from the hilltop, besides the fact that Maggie had sent the coffin with the walker in there to let them know that she had their people, to let Negan know, send a message that she had 38 of his men. I'm trying to see what Eugene is going to do. Is Eugene going to switch sides? Is he going to stay legal? Is he going to stay loyal to Negan? And I think Negan is also asking that same question. Do you still care about these people? When it comes down to the wire, do you care so much for these people that you cannot do what you need to do and you're going to be loyal to me? Or are you going to switch? And obviously he should know. Eugene is a turncoat. He was loyal to Rick. He was with Rick's group. But when you came, he switched sides and became loyal to you. So he's an opportunist. So at the end of the day, Eugene is going to go with whatever benefits him the most. And if that's Negan at the time, then it's going to be Negan. If it's Rick's group at the time, then he's going to flop and he's going to go back to Rick's group. I thought it was very interesting that Carl wrote Negan a letter and Rick didn't read it to us. He also, when he called Negan, to let him know that Carl was dead, he didn't tell him that Carl wrote him a letter. He didn't say, my son is dead and he had these words for you. He didn't say that to him. He's still very upset. He still wants Negan dead. He still wants that revenge. I think we all want that revenge. And I think Rick is having a very hard time with trying to carry out what he believes is best and trying to honor his son's wishes. I just don't think he's going to be able to do it. To be able to coexist with Negan, it's just been so much bloodshed between the two groups. I mean, there's so much between them. I think they're at a point of no return. I don't think that they can go back to a normal. I don't think that these two groups can coexist. I don't think it's possible. They did hint on the after show that we may possibly get some of Negan's backstory to find out how he came to this savior position, how he came to, where, okay, we're going to these groups and we're going to kill one to show them so everybody can get in line and they can be saved. He really feels like he's saving people. But I think that maybe his organization is so big and he has a idea at the top, and maybe the people at the bottom are not carrying it out necessarily how he would like, and it's so big that he can't have every piece. Because I know that the way people were living down at the bottom, the workers and everything, it didn't seem like it was a very good life, but in his mind he is saving people. And so I'm not sure what has happened to Negan to get him where he is, but like I said, I guess we're gonna find that out. So I was wondering if they were gonna drag this whole back and forth out the rest of the season, and I guess that they are. And I don't even know if we're gonna have conclusion by the end of the season, if this is going to also go into season 9, because they're moving very slowly, and I don't feel like this episode, we didn't really get a lot, besides the fact that now we know that the trash can people are gone, so those people are out. So we've lost bodies, we've lost allies, as far as people being able to go help fight against the saviors. So now the only group that they can get for to be able to have numbers is those women. And without those women, will they be able to win this war? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like Rick and Carol could do it themselves, because that's just, those characters, that's the faith that I have in them. But, they need numbers. They need guns. It's a lot. I don't know how this is going to end. I mean, the way that they're playing it out now, I feel like the saviors are on a re-up. and you know that they're coming and they still have the numbers. They need to do something drastic, but I'm always rooting for my people. I know, you know, when they put their minds to it, that they can get anything done. So, you know, those are my thoughts on this episode. I really don't know what may possibly be on the next episode because, like I said, they're dragging this out so far. But I'm thinking that we're probably going to be with the Saviors and possibly that other all-female group and trying to persuade them. But they may just take it back to the kingdom and find out, you know, what's going on with them, what's going on with Maggie's group, and whatnot. So we'll just have to see. But those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching.